Let me get this out of the way before I start. I do not hate Drake, okay? I think his music is real good, lyrics are on point, and I think he's a spectacular artist in general. However, I don't appreciate how much of a human billboard he's become. You probably already know Drake's a big fan of Jordan clothing and Cactus Club Cafe, but now he's promoted Fortnite by appearing on a live stream with Twitch streamer Ninja and playing with them. Of course, you know Fortnite, the co-op online survival sandbox game with the battle royale mode where you try and fight against 99 other players and be the last one standing. But if not, you probably know it better since people won't shut the hell up about this game on Instagram. And because of Drake's association with Fortnite, we have all these Drake fans following in his footsteps and playing the game themselves. I want to set the bar straight and speak for players who are serious about playing the game and aren't just hopping on it because Drake did it. Now, I am aware that the stream also featured Travis Scott and Juju, but I'm mainly going to be focusing on Drake since it was his influence that greatly affected the amount of people playing Fortnite. So let's get started. First, I want to address this whole idea of him promoting Fortnite. Supposedly, Epic Games didn't pay Ninja or Drake for the stream they did, so it was in no way sponsored. And it seems like Drake had no other intentions besides streaming the game. But I think he understands, or should understand by now, that he makes a difference to a lot of people. I mean, by this point, shit, Drake could do just about anything and it would blow up. I bet you, if he took and posted a photo of him drinking a certain type of mocha latte at Starbucks, every breezy you know will be buying that drink. He just has that kind of influential power for some reason, and it's a little scary. In that sense, Drake really has to be careful what he goes public with, because it could either make him or break him. Now, I really don't like following these type of trends at all. I rather think for myself and do my own thing rather than hopping on the bandwagon and doing what everyone else is doing. That's why I don't go to concerts or music festivals. Yes, you're seeing someone famous up close, but why be a part of the crowd when you could be the one on stage with the celebrity? I would also say I hate people who follow these trends, but who am I to ruin it for them if it makes them feel happy? I understand that feeling of being a part of something, so do your thing. The issue I have though is that most of these people will hop on the trend not because they like it, but purely because it's popular. For example, remember Pokemon Go? For about a week or two, everybody was playing it, everyone was following each other, hopping on the trend, and we all thought Niantic had control over an entire generation. But then people stopped playing it. Now, for the record, I too was a part of this crowd, but the reason I quit wasn't because it lost popularity. I stopped playing because everywhere I went, all I was capturing were rats, caterpillars, and pigeons. But that's besides the point. Now, this is the part that pisses me off. For whoever's out there still playing the game, people will look at you and say shit like, Pokemon Go? Who plays that anymore? Or they'll say shit like, bruh, you still playing Pokemon Go, man? Yo, that game's dead, bro. It's been dead for ages, man. Step your game up, man. Seriously, what's it to you? As opposed to people the likes of you who hopped on the game just to be a part of the trend, these players are actually playing the game for fun. It's the same story here. You can tell Drake fans are not genuine players who have just hopped on the game just because it's popping and it's all over IG because Drake did it. When really players should be playing Fortnite for the love of the game, to persevere, and to achieve victory royale. And just like any other internet trend that's ever happened, I'm waiting for the Drake hype to die down so that we can really see who's serious about the game. With any online multiplayer, once it gets a couple years old, we begin to see players who are really passionate about that game. Players who have played that multiplayer for a long time. A good example would be The Last of Us multiplayer. It's been like 5 years since The Last of Us released on the PS3 and 4 years since the remastered version came out on the PS4. And it's still popping like crazy. You can still get into a match, no problem. There's still plenty of players out there still playing the online multiplayer, so it's definitely been very successful. I'm not saying that any of these players are friendly. In fact, they're some of the most toxic players I've ever witnessed before, but they're players nonetheless. I also find it funny how these Drake players will tell you that the game is strategic, which is true, but they say it like it's the only game to ever have strategy. There's many more. One example off the top of my head would be Skulls of the Shogun, a very underrated game in my opinion. As the game progresses, it adds more and more variables like farming for rice, the monks who carry different abilities, and taking the enemy team's arsenal into perspective. so it's always intriguing. As for Fortnite, the game itself is fun in its own light, but it's overrated beyond freaking belief. It's all over the place, man. It's like a pandemic. I'm not saying that any of these promotions are bad. In fact, these advertisements are what help introduce us to new products. But wearing Jordan clothing on stage, mentioning things like, "we gonna hit up Cactus after," even saying the most subtle things can really turn people's heads if you're famous enough. Jordan clothing is alright, the shoes are legendary, and Cactus Club Cafe is great too. But there are other clothing brands out there. There are other restaurants that deserve just as much success as Cactus has gotten. It's not fair to shove everything else to the side and only wear Jordan clothing and eat at Cactus Club. It's the same sort of thing with Fortnite. Contrary to belief, most of the people playing Fortnite are not gamers. They're Drake fans. These people aren't passionate about gaming. And despite the hundreds of games out for the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, whatever you play, despite the countless hours some of these developers may have spent refining and releasing their games to create something for the public to enjoy, the only thing these people are gonna play is the one and only Fortnite. All because Drake did it. Okay, maybe I'm getting a little carried away. What I'm saying is, if you're gonna go to Cactus Club, if you're gonna play Fortnite, do it on your own terms. Don't do it because Drake did it. Don't be a sheep. Formulate your own opinion, own decision, and stick to it. Drake has this really freakish power to indirectly persuade his fans to do whatever he thinks is dope. To wear these clothes, eat at this restaurant, and to play this game. And because his music is real good, he'll have people following him no matter what. And in case you think I'm still hating on him, I'll say this again, I'll say it loud and clear. I think he makes good music. I think he makes really good music. I mean, the lyrics on some of his songs like 5 AM in Toronto and Back to Back were really good. And the flow's on point too. In fact, if you don't believe me, I made a rap cover on one of his beats. Seriously, here it is. Lounge City, a rap cover to the instrumental of Paris Morton 2. These endorsements don't make him any less of an artist, but they do make him less of a person. I just don't respect how much he's turned into a human billboard. And I think he really does appreciate his fans. But with someone this famous, it's difficult to tell whether they're genuine or not. Cause like any other celebrity, Drake will do whatever it takes to put himself into a good light so that he can sell his music better. But in general, personally, I don't think too horribly of Drake. So in conclusion, let me clarify. If you haven't heard of Fortnite and you got exposure to the game due to seeing it all over IG, or even by seeing ninjas or someone else's live stream and you're enjoying the game on its own, I can appreciate that because I understand what it feels like to really love a game like that. And even though the game is overrated, you're playing it for nobody but yourself. And that's what matters. But if you're playing the game just because Drake played it and you want to be as cool as Drake and you're just hopping on the game because it's trending and it's all over IG and you want to be a part of the fad, I got no respect for you. Not to say there's anything wrong with following trends, but I have more respect for folks who really stand for themselves and decide whether or not they want to play Fortnite without any outside voices influencing them. And if you're enjoying the game yourself, there's nothing wrong with getting online to play with friends. Just don't let it be one of those cases where you feel like you have to play it for your friends. I've had a couple times where someone has sent me several invitations to join their game of Fortnite, but I just wasn't feeling it. That's all I gotta say, man. Play Fortnite, enjoy it, strive to achieve victory royale, but don't play it exclusively for Drake or even for your friends. Do it because you genuinely enjoy the game. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to like if you like, cause here's gonna dislike, share and sub if you know what's up, and leave a comment to show me some love. It's your boy Sendo in these streets. Peace out. Hey guys, Sahil here. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. This is just a little post note that I decided to include that didn't really fit the subject matter of the video, which was Drake and his influence on Fortnite. But this is just my opinion on these big artists and how they make their music. So hope you enjoy. Give it a listen. P.S. I don't like how Drake or any of these big artists have some of their songs ghostwritten. What's the point of making music if you're not even singing your own lyrics? After all, isn't that what music is? Self-expression? This isn't something you can mass produce. Being a musician is a labor of love. I'd rather wait 2 months for a small artist to release a single that's incredible rather than a big artist releasing an album of 20 songs that are just decent. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.